How's it going, guys? So last night we were working at the last bit of corn silage. Just gonna fill this silo right here, and it started raining, so they left. And I guess they're working at something else this morning, but they're coming back today to finish filling the silo. All right, they're getting set up here now. They're ready to chop now. So we're putting non-BMR corn in this silo, so it's not quite as digestible. We don't usually feed this stuff to the milking cows. It's gonna be to feed the heifers in the new barn over there. We might have put a little bit in the dairy cow feed just to make sure we keep the silo fresh. I guess I'll fork in some of this spillage from last night. Some room in here. So my distributor's not working quite right. I can't switch and load feed to the other side of the silo, so we got a big hill. Trying to fit a little bit more in because got some corn left out there. Hopefully we get a couple more loads on top. We got as much as we could into the silo. Shut it down now. Show you how full it is. I don't think we're gonna level this and set the unloader up today because we're gonna let it settle a little bit, try to get the rest of that corn in here, maybe tomorrow. Part of a field left. I was really hoping it would all fit in today. Yeah, well. Hey guys, so it's the next morning. Working at the milking. I haven't really filmed too much milking lately, so thought I'd just throw this in. We finished up the chores. The neighbor's gonna be here very soon with his little chopper. He's gonna harvest a little bit more of this corn. So we're getting our tractors ready. We gotta put one on the blower and then one to haul wagons. So we're gonna use our old blower to actually blow some silage. We don't usually do that. So our neighbor has a pull type chopper, just a 2-row chopper. It's a nice little unit. Definitely would take a long time to chop our whole bunk with it, but it works for a little bit. All right, he just showed up with his chopper. I got my cousin Cody again here today. He's off work, so just helping out. We're gonna go get another wagon from the neighbor's place then, but I want to see him chop a little bit first. He's got a 2-row head on that chopper. We used to have one similar to that. Picking up this wagon at the neighbor's now. So we'll run 2 wagons and just do the old switcheroo once he's full. Looks like we got one full load. It's been about 16 hours since we were chopping yesterday, so the silo settled down a good bit. And I went up there and I got that distributor working last evening, busted it loose, so should be a good bit of space up there now. Hopefully we can get 5 flesh load in. Since this silo is up against that wall there, pretty much have to be as extreme as possible coming around that turn. Dad has some experience with this. He used to do this a lot, but I'm not really used to it. That old blower's doing the job. I wasn't quite sure if it would. The floor of the wagon has a conveyor on it. It's just slowly moving. You can adjust the speed that it goes with that hand lever there. Yeah, this is a PTO driven trailer, so you gotta detach the PTO because we're switching wagons. And then when you go to unload, you gotta make sure you're relatively straight. If I have the tractor weight over here, it would be too sharp of a turn for the universals on the PTO. Our custom guys with their carts, they're all hydraulic driven, so they can be turned whatever way they want, and they can just run it without a problem. This wagon's getting pretty empty. I'm gonna head out and grab another one soon. He's got another full wagon waiting for me. The nice thing about corn silage is it blows really easily, so even if you don't have that great a blower, it works pretty good. I just wanted to check on it. You can see I got that distributor working a lot better. Blowing it to that side right now. I'm gonna switch it back to this side after this load. Looks like we got a good bit of space in here yet. Load number 2 is in. Dad's gonna go out and get the next wagon. Should throw it to this side now. Now let's watch a pro do this. Back in the day we used to have our own chopper, we would do all our own haylage. Very similar to the one this guy has. So Dad used to haul a lot of loads in. My uncle would run the chopper. He wasn't quite aggressive enough. He should have been over a little farther. I guess he's a little rusty. That'll work. Oh, that's not very good. So yeah, my cousin Cody, he's a maintenance manager, head mechanic guy at a factory. He's gonna have off every other Friday, so he might be around sometimes helping out. We were actually the best man in each other's weddings. We're thinking about 3 more loads out of the field, and looking at the silo, it's gonna be close, but I think we can fit it in there. Gonna have to go up there again soon and check it. Got another half load coming after this one, so I'm not too worried about fitting it in. I'm just gonna try to get it evened out as much as I can so we have less to level off. Out the last bit of the trailer. Got it pretty level. full. Cody and I are gonna climb up the inside and we'll get that unloader set up. We'll just let the blower running as a fan. Just gonna let a little bit of air flow through. There might have been some gases sitting in this pipe for a bit. This is the feed chute of the silo. There's the doors that open inside. These also work as a ladder. So I'll climb up here to the top. It's the very last door. There we are. Pretty much as full as it can get. Right up to the roof. Okay, Cody, I'm in. You can lean against the back wall. It's strong. We got this old unloader. Looks like something out of the 1930s. We gotta have the feed nice and level to be able to set this up. We got a high side over here. Just fill in a little bit, it's really not bad. So with these vertical silos, the weight of the feed packs itself. So in the bunkers we had to drive on it a bunch, but here, just all this weight above is just packing everything below. And then we gotta feed off the top to keep it fresh. These unloaders do a great job of just taking off a couple inches every day, keeping the feed fresh. This is about as full as we've had it in a while. Got the feed leveled out as good as we can. Told my dad to drop the unloader down now. A cable there in the center goes up to a pulley and right out down to the winch down there. All of our other top unloaders are ring drives, so they have 3 cables and they suspend above the feed. This one actually drives on the feed with these drive wheels. Just a different type. Now we're gonna set the spout up to blow out that door. So it looked like it worked there, except I think the chute's a little clogged at the bottom. So Dad's gonna have to get that freed up first. We got to run a little bit to come back up later when we need the feed. Dropped off the wagon. It's the next morning now. I just wanted to show you what the silo's looking like. We're gonna run it a little bit here. So you gotta be careful with gases that the silos can create. So we got the blower running for a bit before I came up. Blew plenty of fresh air in. So I'm gonna get Dad to start this up now.